also joined.
Okay, now. Rahul.
A very good evening to each and every one of you, and thank you all for joining today. So, we are back on Secrets of Living a Full Life. Well, everybody knows a full life means a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. So, that's what we advocate at Management Me School of Confidence and Management Me Leadership Trainings. So, today, under this umbrella term, we have somebody whom we are going to interview. And she's, first of all, the first introduction that I would like to give about her is that she is a beautiful soul, a blessed human being, and I'm sure a great success coach. She has transformed many lives through graphology, and she seeks to bring about changes in many, many. Uh,
So today the network seems to be playing some games.
yeah. I think this is not the right time to go live because there are a lot of indications. And so I think we can get onto a Google Meet. So, guys, please stay tuned because this is a very important, session today. And Preeti is giving us her time. So I'm sure this is going to be very valuable to each and every one of us. So let's not be depending on the internet. Maybe, you know, should we continue? Okay, so we'll do one thing. This is a trial that we're going to do with the universe and ask the universe if you want us to go live. Then we will continue. Otherwise, if there is one more interruption from you, universe, I'm going to stop this. So maybe it's not today. It will be some other day that we will be putting the uploaded video. Okay, Preeti?
Yes, that sounds good.
So was my introduction audible and was it there when I mean, was the internet working?
It was initially and then it dropped off.
Okay, so once again, I introduce the beautiful soul Preeti Gandhi, who's a success coach and who has been doing a lot of work with respect to transforming lives through the tool called Graphology. Graphology is just one of her tools, but she uses multiple tools because I and she, we both agree that one size does not fit all. And that's where she comes from. Preeti, so I would ask you a few questions right now, and then I think some of my students would want to ask you questions. So I
Sure.
will let it flow as it comes. So, were you earlier also, matlab, did your career start with success coaching, or were you doing something else?
So I have had, a kind of varied background. Today, I realize that it was all connecting the dots, but back then I studied microbiology. I loved to know how our body functions, and I was very, very intrigued by that. So that curiosity got quenched in microbe study of microbiology. I went into computer programming. That was the time when computers had just entered. And for all you lovely students here, I would like to say that I started by learning COBOL. And COBOL is, like
Yeah,
co-
C++,
C++,
COBOL, Java.
COBOL, DBase, Fox Pro, Visual C. So those were the languages that I worked in. And that really got me a lot of structure, critical thinking, solution providing mindset. And then life took its turn, and me and my best friend, we started our ad agency, which we ran for 22 years. And that was an experience that gave me a kind of one to one platform with customers, their psyche. And I hope, Biji, you are there. But yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. So, ad agency, which we later on went into branding, was a space where a lot of things came together. A product, the management, the team, the clients, the customers, the systems and processes. So that is what I did for good 22 years till the time I realized that it's okay. So, for all of you here, maybe I'll continue telling, and BG is also back. Great. Uh, so, what I realized is, COVID gave me that pause to rethink how I want to go ahead in life. And one thing I realized is that I have had a very good run with ad agency, worked with brands, but it is the inner, a human being that I look forward to impacting, which I any which ways used to do in my own way. But that's the time that I took the shift from being an ad agency owner to being more in the ownership of your own space, hence helping others to be in ownership of their space. So yeah, that's how the ride has been.
Yeah. And I'm sure, like, over the journey, somewhere you must have had, the spurts where you realized that, no, helping somebody is something that I'm very passionate about.
Yes, and I would really like to answer that also because there are students here, and most of the times for us, it is like I should be clear where I'm headed. I have to decide in eighth standard, ninth standard, how my life till 20 years, 30 years is going to look like.
Mm.
Why it is important to plan. It is also important to be open to what comes in, what understanding comes in. And
Mm.
for me, there were many signals that I got over the years. Like my
Yeah.
father's name is B.K. Shah, B for Bhogilal,
Ah.
K. Shah. And I would always wonder why my father's B is so different. Like, nobody else writes B that way. And I would think, कुछ तो मतलब होगा ना? Why he writes it like this? And I was always a dreamer. So I thought, Preeti, this is your crazy ideas at work. How can handwriting say anything? Like, how can a letter B say anything? You just shut up. So I shut up. And later on, I came to know that there is a science of handwriting. And it was a very deja vu moment for me. That was, I think, somewhere in 2005, I came to know. And then in 2008, I started studying graphology while I was busy with my advertising. So,
Mm.
for the students here, let me tell you, advertising business Though we enter office at 9, 10 o'clock, but the business starts at 4 o'clock in the evening and it continues till 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night. So despite all those busy schedules, I did take the effort to learn handwriting more as a hobby. So those were, some of the things. Even as a college student, I would randomly look at people's writing and say, "तू बहुत हवा में उड़ती है, हाँ?" Like God knows, but yeah. So yeah, as you rightly said, it kept popping up,
Correct.
and I did not really see it seriously. But I think there's time for everything, and
Yeah.
I would not have been able to do what I do without all this experience of past 30 years. Like I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years. So
Mm.
yeah.
So that's beautiful. So everybody out here, like, if you were students, I'm sure that, you, Pujan also, you had this inclination of why things are not going right and what is it that I need to do. So there were a lot of confusions in your mind as well, right? So I think this is something that's very common, but we do not realize it because those things, when they pop up, we think, oh, it's just a coincidence. And we don't, nobody teaches us how to read the signs from the universe. So I'm also into angel numbers and divine energies. So many years back, I think it would have been around 10, 15 years back, and I did a course on it.
Wow.
But it was really too complicated. One thing I remember is, like, if you if you draw a Y like this, with a big long thing, that means you carry a lot of unnecessary things with you. And that's when I decided to reduce the size of my Y because I used to do that. And I remember, like, अगर 3 चीज चाहिए तो मैं 5 चीज लेके घूमती थी कि कभी भी काम आ सकता है. So it was so much like, why are you carrying all these things with you? So then slowly that letting go happened, but that is the only thing that I remember about graphology. So I have Poojan with me here. Poojan, would you like to ask her some questions?
Yes, I have a few questions ready for you.
Hi,
So, are you
Poojan.
ready to answer them?
I'm
Hello.
also ready. Yes. Bring it on.
All right, all right.
I don't think anybody must have asked you that question, na? Okay, are you ready to answer my questions?
See, that is the beauty of the youth here.
Yeah,
They will just go ahead and say what is there in their mind, which is such a fresh thing.
true.
Okay, so here comes my first question. In today's digital era, where most communication is typed, does handwriting still hold the same psychological importance?
Yeah. So there are two terms you're using here. One is the psychological importance and the digital world. So I strongly feel that advancement of technology should always be used, whatever it is, whether it is AI today, back then, using computers for your normal things, it used to be frowned upon. But technology comes for convenience, for saving time, for making things faster. And they should definitely be used. So if I have to send an email and the email reaches somebody in a moment, that's the tool I should use. I should not rely on writing a letter and couriering it. Certainly not. So, should we use the digital tools? Definitely. Today, we are talking here because of the digital advancement, right?
Okay.
I love the second part where you said psychological significance. So, initially, handwriting was seen as a tool of communication.
Hmm.
So, that's how we know handwriting as. But handwriting has many, many layers. And one of the most important thing is that whatever is going on over here is what shows in the writing. So when you say the psychological importance, it is immense. It is immense.
Okay, so what I understood from your answer is that uh, digital is also important. We should be digitally equipped. It saves a lot of time, energy, and mental energy as well. However, psychological importance, like psychologically, handwriting plays important role. So I have a doubt. So there are few aspects in which AI has entered or has taken place. Right. Do you think that we should bring back letter writing? Like we should start writing letters to our loved ones? That is one kind of therapy that they say that you should do when you feel low.
Okay. So first and foremost, it's always important that what is the intention? What
Okay.
is the purpose? Okay. So if the purpose is fast communication, email it is, WhatsApp it is. If the communication is letting them know that I'm going to meet you at this spot in 10 minutes, WhatsApp it is.
Sure.
Right? If there is a lot going on in your mind and you are not able to make sense out of it, it feels as if there is a loop inside your head which is constantly running and nothing else makes sense. Like somebody is telling you ideas, giving you suggestion, but it's like the cup is full and not a drop can come in.
Correct.
Then there is nothing like handwriting.
Got it.
So it depends on the intention. So that's one thing. Secondly, you want to make somebody feel special. You yourself, if you remember, I mean, what's your birth date, if I may ask? Not the year, just the date.
Okay. 20 October.
20 October. I'll share mine too. Mine is 14 February. Now, on 20th October, you and me on 14th February, we got, I think, hundreds of WhatsApp messages. Hundreds of WhatsApp messages wishing us. But friends who know me, they actually wrote a note on a paper and they WhatsApp that to me. And that is there with me. And I do the same with my friends. I either call them or I send them a handwritten note. And you will treasure that. Imagine when Amitabh Bachchan, he was very, impressed by Kangana Ranaut, Queen movie. He wrote her a letter. He didn't do her a phone call. Okay, Kangana, I'm impressed by your work. He wrote a letter. Now you tell me, do you think that letter would be there in Kangana's house even today?
Of course. It would have been.
It would have been. That's the power of handwritten thing. We run after celebrities for their autograph. Why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Their
Because
energy imprint is there
yes,
in the paper.
yes, it's personal.
Yeah.
It's like I have a part of that person with me.
Correct.
That's
So
the
true.
beauty of.
So, thank you, Poojan, so much for asking this question because I got this answer and it's so beautiful. I suddenly remembered that I have treasured all the happy birthday wishes given to me by my students. And when I left Vivek Vidyalaya in 2017, I had made 2,000 bookmarks with written wishing them all the best. And I had distributed it to each and every child in the school.
Lovely.
And many of them, after years, have, told me, ma'am, we still have that bookmark with us. So it was so touching. And just imagine, I think, the world is round and what goes around comes around. So when I retire, when one of the principals of Vivek College, his name is Mr. Professor Sunil Mantri. He was also, the principal at NM College, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a great educator. We had a very different equation compared to other teachers. So always like, on 15th of August or 26th January, I would be speaking. And, he would always look forward for my speeches. And when he retired from the college, he wrote me a handwritten letter, which I've still preserved, talking about like, how our association was and how we learned from each other. So as you really said, like, no, it's my priceless moment. I've kept it in a file, but I think now I will, frame it and keep. So beautiful, so awesome.
Yeah.
So, how does graphology help to change lives?
Uh, so what I would, very short and sweet question. I love you, Biji, for that.
Thank you.
So,
Keep loving me.
so how it helps is that in our entire body, what is the most important organ which controls everything?
Most important organ which controls everything. I
Brain.
think the brain.
The brain, right? Now, heart is, yes, important for being alive, but if heart gets faulty, you can undergo operations, you can undergo transplant. But if brain goes faulty, we say the person is brain dead,
Correct.
right? So brain is that important because everything originates from here and it is then transmitted to the body.
Mm.
Now, so what was your question? Why is handwriting?
Uh,
How does it help change lives?
How does it help change life? So, handwriting is a reflection of what is going on here.
mm.
Now, you may wonder why so, Preeti. So, I'll give you two examples why so. First is you look at your writing when you were in college, you look at your writing, 5 years back. Even today, you look at your writing when you're angry, if you happen to write that time,
Yeah.
and you look at your writing when you're happy, if you happen to write that time, or make an effort to write when you are angry and happy, and you see if the writing is same.
True.
So I want you to check on that, is it same? And the easiest way is college में, school में और अभी में क्या writing same है? So Poojan, what is your experience? Is your writing same?
No, in fact, what I have experienced is that my writing also has some moods. Sometimes it just turns out to be very nice. Sometimes it's very bad.
Totally agree, because our brain has moods.
Okay.
Because our brain has moods and handwriting is a reflection of what's going on here, your writing will also have mood.
Okay.
So that is the first thing, that how you look at writing from that perspective.
Mm.
The other element that I wanted to bring was it just evaporated from my mind. Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
just as the
brain is a reflection of what we write,
mm.
and uh, and
What we like.
whatever from here when it reflects over here, it's a two-way street.
Correct.
If you write something differently, the brain gets rewired.
True.
And without going into too much of technicality, neuroplasticity, today's modern science recognizes neuroplasticity, which our ancient wisdom has
Yeah.
always said, but we require proofs as human beings, thinking mind, logical mind. So now modern science, thank you, modern science, they have given us the proof that the brain can not only functionally change but also physically change. So like if this is the brain, it
Mm.
can even undergo physical changes. That's what neuroplasticity says. So
Mm.
we can impact not only the physical structure but even the functional structure. So for example, if you do something repeatedly, when you do something
Yeah.
which is unknown, which is new, there is a neural pathway that has to be created for
Correct.
something new.
Correct.
When you keep repeating that neural pathway gets strong and
Correct.
it becomes what we call as a habit.
Correct.
So it is at the at right at the center of how the brain functions and how it reflects in the writing. Once the connection is there between the brain and the writing, you can do wonders. You
Mm.
can do wonders. There is chaos in your mind, you can bring clarity like that. I mean, not really like that. It does take, at least for it to set in, it takes 5-10 days,
Correct.
but things start changing
Mm.
because that rewiring has begun. You keep repeating, and I'm sure Biji, as a leadership coach,
Good.
you know that बहुत अच्छा strategy दे दिया सबको. But if they don't keep doing it every day, if they don't do the sales call every day, if they
Mm.
don't review the reports every time at
Mm.
regular intervals, things won't change.
Yeah.
So that is the significance of why uh, handwriting is, it can change life because it can impact brain. Once you can impact brain, your entire body is in brain's control.
So here I want to ask one of my students, Deepak, that earlier it was very difficult for him to have confident calls. And
Mhm.
thank you for bringing this out. And I think the entire technical error that we had was because we wanted Deepak to join in. Isn't it, Deepak? So if you can share about how you became that 20%, 30% confident after joining management meet, was some repeated things that we did.
Yeah, sure, Biji. Thanks for allowing me to speak.
Yeah.
So, I'm a if you look at my nature, right? I'm not so confident person.
Hmm.
I always doubt myself.
Hmm.
Am I doing the correct thing or not?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Right. So one day I just scrolling through and I got a contact of management me
Hmm.
and I joined it.
Mhm.
And I
Hmm.
can see within a month I can see a improvement in me. Now I can speak confidently over a call.
Hmm.
Even sometimes I hesitate, but I can see improvement.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepak. And I remember one of the things that I used to constantly keep repeating is, if you have to say something in public, just go ahead and face it. Kya hi
Hmm.
hoga? So this
Correct.
kya hi hoga was our
Correct.
patent line, right, Deepak?
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Who they are nothing. Just go and speak.
Yes, go ahead and speak. Kya hi hoga?
क्या ही
So it
That's
is
होगा.
a
not.
Right.
wonderful development,
Mhm.
Deepak, because
Mhm.
confidence, while it sounds, कि क्या है, confidence आ जाना चाहिए, but it's one of the most difficult, change for somebody to happen, and not just you as a student. I
Mhm.
know people who are 40-year-old who are in leadership positions, who
Yeah.
are
Mhm.
VP, I mean, who are in board of directors, and yet they have this issue. It's just that they have learned to project something different, but at the back, this issue haunts, I think, each one of us to some degree, but to a
Mhm.
very, large extent, to quite a lot of people. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I really commendable that you have taken the steps to overcome
Yeah.
it. And the
True.
Correct.
journey never ends. You keep building
Mhm.
on it. Like with BG ma'am's guidance, you have built a particular foundation. Keep
Mhm.
building on it.
Yeah.
So it's not an end point. Just keep building on it.
Yeah, sure. As I
It-
said earlier, I have improved 20% in public speaking, but over a period of time, I'm sure I can give my 100%.
Sure, that's great. Awesome, Deepak.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So we also have Sejal, who's also my student, and she's like now, able to at least stand and share what she feels.
Hmm.
Sejal, you can say a yes or a no. Are you there, Sejal? I think she's still, just coming
No
into the
worries.
form, so I won't force her. And I think the next question,
Yeah.
Poojan can take.
So I wanted to ask that can handwriting reveal signs of stress, anxiety, or burnout? Considering nowadays the lifestyle is pretty fast and everyone is at like hustling a lot. So
So the simple answer is yes. And the sad answer is that I see that in 80% of the professional writings that I get,
Mm,
80% of them. And it is very easily identified from the writing, not only that there is element of stress, that there is element of burnout, anxiety, frustration, also anger,
mm,
because anger deep down is actually, I mean, it's a subject we can talk on for hours, but yeah, even anger. Now these are not only easily understood in handwriting, but when I study deeper, like, so I don't analyze a writing in a minute. It takes me at times couple of days. So
mm.
as I go deeper, I also come to know that what is the reason why this has actually all begun, what are the deeper reasons, and where all is it showing the impact.
That-
हाउ बोलते हैं ना कि वो आई डोंट नो, इट्स नॉट अ गुड एग्जांपल, बट कैंसर कितना स्प्रेड हो गया है,
Mm, mm, mm.
तो वो कितना स्प्रेड हुआ है पर्सन के लाइफ में, वो
True.
भी दिखाई देता है from the writing. So yes, it is very evident, very evident.
So we would like to give you some samples, which you could just go through. I know that there is very little time, but if I could send it to you and you could just
Sure.
analyze it, it would be really nice. So I
Okay.
think we will share the screen for the benefit of people, and we will just have a live reading here. So we asked our students to write, three style statements or three statements which define them and to sign. So we have
Deepak.
Deepak here. So you can just analyze. Oh, we should not have asked him anything then. But we did. But it's okay.
It's okay.
There
Uh,
will be much more things coming up. So Deepak, here's your mini analysis.
Just 1 second.
I think the screen got.
He's
Yeah.
sharing it, but it went up.
Okay, okay.
Now, can you see?
No.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, I think I can share now.
Yes.
Yeah, can you see?
I
We'll
think
make
it will
it pretty
come
quick.
up now. It is
Oh God,
showing that screen
my
sharing.
photograph has come.
Oh, wow.
That
Was
was
that at ND Studio?
no, it was at Ayush Resort. Behind
Acha.
it, there is another one, and this is actually the replica of Taj Mahal.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Deepak, I'm going to say a couple of things, and I will also give you a little hint from where it comes in. Okay.
Mhm.
So, one thing is that the first and foremost is, Deepak, you want to be, forget the, see, every human being has plus
Mhm.
and minus. So don't worry about the minus, okay? But you as a person really wants to do things on your own. You want to stand tall on your own, बोलते हैं ना, अपने बलबूते पर.
Correct.
And
Mhm.
that's how you would like to build your life. Okay, so that is element one. And because currently you are at a stage where you are still figuring things out, there are certain there is that sense in you. Yeah, it just stay this way. Okay, so there
Yeah.
is a sense in you where you feel that whatever I'm thinking, probably people may not understand or may not accept, and so you have an invisible guard around you. So
Correct.
people do not come to know the real Deepak. And as a student, as in real life as well, connections ke liye, you have to be your authentic self. Like, this is who I am.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things why the confidence is low, because you feel that pata nahi log kya kahenge if I show up this way. Like I was sharing with Biji that in school I was like a dreamy person and I would think a handwriting kuch bolta hai. And people laughed at me. I said, "Are you mad?" And I also laughed with them. I said, "I am mad." I can think anything. Like it's crazy how I think. But
True.
I was okay to say that. But when I was okay to say that, people also laughed and they forgot. But if I try to be very cagey about it, people will say, "Kuch to problem hai Preeti ko." Then they think more about it. But
Correct.
if you're out there in the open, it's much more comfortable. So that's the second thing, that, there are certain things that you feel vulnerable about or you are not comfortable about. So that's And the third thing, what I feel, it's a small sample, but I'll still take the risk of saying that, is that you tend to be very apologetic.
सॉरी
Whether
तो
it
ऐसे
is,
निकलता है.
ऐसे निकलेगा. So whether it is your mistake or not, you will profusely say sorry. And that is something which again makes internally lowers down your confidence, because there is always an inner dialogue, that
Correct.
one Deepak is saying kitna sorry bol raha hai yaar, ab bas kar, and the other Deepak is like nahi yaar, shayad something has happened. So this kind of thing goes on
Confident.
inside the mind, which again pulls down the confidence. So I have told three things based on the confidence aspect, which you shared openly. Otherwise, I would not have shared it on a public platform. But these are three things. And what I see in your handwriting is that there's honesty inside you. You're not the manipulative types. So
No.
for you, with the honesty, it will be
Mm.
very easy to build up your confidence, because your what you say, वो foundation अच्छा है, उस पे गड़बड़ नहीं है. Otherwise, if you
Mhm.
build a building on a weak foundation, it collapses.
Correct. Mhm.
You are a person who matlab, what I see is what I get, that kind of a person. So that's a very good thing in your writing. Yes, energy wise थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे है, and as a student, frankly, it's a part of life. So I wouldn't worry about that. The
Mhm.
only thing is that, yes, just go out, as BG ma'am nicely said, kya hi ho jayega?
Correct. Mhm.
Kya hi ho jayega? Does that resonate, Deepak? The three things that I mentioned?
Yes, I would, I would agree with your analysis, because even now, so when I was in college, right, I never used to ask money from my dad. I used to
Mm.
do, yeah, I used to do a part-time job or a weekend
Mm,
job, okay, to get the pocket money. Even
wow.
yeah, I got my first bike with my own money.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. So I
great.
never,
Awesome.
yeah. So I never asked money from my mom and dad, even in college.
And
Mm.
your car also.
Yeah. Even car.
Super. I'm so proud of you, Deepak.
So
Yeah.
that shows in your signature
Mm-hmm.
that you will always stand tall in your own, अपने बलबूते पे
Correct.
करना पसंद. And I see a lot of ambition as well. And
Yeah.
what you are just now sharing, that's also being ambitious, ना? Otherwise, many students will say, मैं कहाँ कमाने जाऊंगा यार, दे दो मेरे को,
Mm-hmm.
बाइक दे दो, ये दे दो. But you are ambitious in that way. So,
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And one thing about Deepak that I've seen is, he has a lot of great ideas. But as you said, he will refrain from sharing it. So that is another cue, Deepak. Start sharing publicly about the ideas that you have. क्या ही होगा, accept नहीं
Yeah.
करेंगे ना, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. But those who have
Mm-hmm.
the, what do you say, understanding will definitely know what you're saying is going to be a good input. So at least
Correct.
don't take that opportunity. Don't miss out on that opportunity of sharing your beautiful ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
no,
Mm-hmm.
the person who first time said that the world is round
Ha.
was ridiculed.
Correct. He was put
So,
to jail. Telling you. He was put to jail. So you won't be put to jail, but at least you have the freedom of speech of sharing your ideas.
ideas.
That's how you can get noticed in your organization as well.
So
It.
one thing, yeah, I agree with you, but one thing I have understand.
Hmm.
So it's all about confidence, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you speak,
Correct.
if you don't have any confidence in yourself,
Huh.
so it will sound dull. Even the opposite
Right.
person will think, oh, this idea is not so great. Because
Yes.
the person who is speaking, he doesn't have the confidence. And
True.
the other hand, even if you say bullshit like anything with the confidence, the opposite person will, applaud you.
Oh, it's a presentation, no?
It's all presentation.
Yes. It's not what you say, it's how you
How
say
you
that
say.
matters.
Correct.
And just one thing to add to this, Deepak, one is confidence and second is clarity.
Hmm.
When you are clear of what you want to communicate, there are many times I have seen even people who are not great presenters,
Mhm.
but because they are clear in what they are communicating, like they know what What is it that they want to say? They are not thinking while talking, like that thought process is clear. Then people do start noticing. So when that clarity is there inside of you, it becomes very easy to even tell it outside. And that increases your confidence as well.
True.
Correct.
Very nice. So we'll go to the next sample. And I think that will be the
Yeah.
last sample for today because we are running short of time as well.
Usha ma'am is not here.
But she can listen to it afterwards.
Okay.
So Usha ma'am also has written, you want the world to see my beautiful photograph?
That photograph is going to go viral,
I
Vijay.
swear. I shouldn't swear. That was something that I'd overcome. It's just come out now. All right. So this is Usha.
Can you blow a little more
Yeah.
while I can see everything, but just blow a little more?
Huh.
Okay,
More?
You want the 1, 2, 3 also? Because then
No, that's fine. That's fine.
fine.
What does Usha do?
She's training to be a life coach.
This that will suit her
Yeah.
because she's a person who can connect well with people.
Yeah. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me give you a brief about Usha. Usha is a very what is a passionate learner. So
So maybe I can share some traits and then you can then later on tell me.
okay, fine. That I think that will be good. And I was
Yeah.
just buying time because she's joining in now. So I wanted her to listen to what you have to say.
Wait, just
Okay.
1 second. I'll just download my also signature.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, in the meantime, you can show me yours. Right.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
So you've all caught us, huh? In fact, I was not supposed to be here, and Poojan was supposed to take the entire interview, but then I'm so intrigued by whatever you're saying. So today was a beautiful day, as you were asking me about my day. I got a message from Rama Group. So my share of Ramas, the all the share of Ramas, they have really done a phenomenal job, and the Rama Group was selected to get the award for the mixed space, best mixed space for their project at Metro Life. And I'm sure Metro Life was handled by this one, na? Who was that? I think Sachin was there and Shrikant. So I'm so very proud of the share of Rama, all
Mhm.
the entire team. So it's a great privilege and honor for me to announce this. And I
Yeah.
would like to thank the director, Mr. Jitu Punjabi, for giving me an opportunity to train their staff. And for a trainer, when you get such kind of awards, it's a great feeling. So I was introduced to Mr. Jitu Punjabi by Abhijit Pradhan, who's a BNI member and a friend of mine as well. So my gratitude to him as well. So as you said, no, you started the conversation with talking about intention. So when I joined this organization, my intention was to ensure that we get the best out of each
Mm.
leader.
Hmm.
And all of them just gelled in and they got in sync so beautifully that the journey was so amazing. Like, I'm sure you will understand this passion that we have to see the transformation when we had our
Totally.
conversation earlier. You said, when you see that person change and, these things come out, it's amazing. So I'm so
Congratulations, Vijay.
thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think
Yeah.
Usha is here, so we can do hers and then mine.
Yes. So we can do Usha's first.
Okay.
I'll just
So, Usha, what is that one aspect you would like to know about? Something that worries you, something that you would like to improve on?
Usha?
Because while I'm doing the analysis,
Sorry, miss. There is so much chaos. I won't be able to. I will just listen.
So shall we take yours later? I think she's in a crowd.
Yes,
I-
yes.
You
Yes.
can.
Just 10 minutes later.
Okay, but then she just wanted to know what are the things that you would like to know. You can just write and send it in the message.
Uh, about my future, or how to or what is about identity.
About identity.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, a couple of good things in her writing and signature is that uh, she can connect well with people.
Hmm.
She must be already, even if she's maybe training to be a coach, but
Hmm.
she must already be having people and coming and crying over her shoulder.
Yeah,
That's what I can see in the writing.
actually.
And when she says that I want to have an identity, one of the biggest hurdle that I see is a difference in what she is internally and what she's projecting outside.
Yes.
Internally, she is clear, uh, I would say quite, maybe not extremely ambitious, but good goals.
Yeah.
She is a thinker. She can think. There's intelligence,
She's a
but
meticulous thinker.
all that is inside. When she goes out or when she projects herself, people may not describe her the same way,
Hmm.
because she is a person who would like to be in the back end. Like अगर कुछ program चल रहा है तो she will say I won't come on stage, I'll manage the back end.
Yeah.
So she is somebody who will, who will. So what happens when you are at the back end? People don't see you. People
Correct.
don't recognize your contribution.
Correct.
And you are happy to be. So there's nothing wrong in being in back end. Let me tell you,
Hmm.
in our life, there's nothing good or bad. It's how it aligns and what is at the end of the day I desire. So
True.
if you desire to have your identity, then you need to work on this aspect. That work at the back end, no issue, but also show up,
True.
also show up, also
That,
claim your space.
yes.
So that's one thing that is stopping you from having that identity, because there is an internal conflict, who I am and what I'm projecting outside. That's one thing. Secondly, what I see, this can be a little sensitive. The only
We'll
thing I
hold
can
that.
say, which is,
If it is sensitive, we'll hold that. And I think we can tell her that personally.
so
Yeah.
yeah, we will hold that part. The other part is, there is she's very family oriented, very
Yes.
family oriented.
Yes.
So that's the second thing I can say. And while there is some hurdle that she's having in learning,
Hmm.
that probably needs to be fixed, because when you want to stand up in your identity, your ability to learn,
True.
relearn, unlearn has
Hmm.
to be strong. So there is some resistance in learning.
Hmm.
So that process is not an ongoing process.
Hmm.
That also can be a deterrent for, being in your own identity, because whatever I am today, that वो कभी ना कभी तो आउटडेटेड हो जाएगा, या कभी ना
Ah.
कभी तो मैं उसको यूज कर चुकी हूँ. मैं वो जोक, लाइक इफ देयर इज अ जोक, यू नो सब हंस चुके हैं वो जोक पर. I can't keep repeating the same joke. I have to have a new joke. For that, I have to learn new things. I have to observe. I have to see what is funny or hear some jokes and say. I mean, saying it in a very simple way with a very simple example, but so that learning has to be there. So these are three elements that I could say that, if you want to have your own identity, then that is what is a, a hurdle or a block in your space right now.
Very true. You were bang on with a lot of the characteristics that you spoke about her. And she's a voracious learner. She loves to learn and she's very family oriented. Like, I mean, she got married at the age of 19. So she took care of her children and she had this desire to learn and complete her graduation. So her children insisted that she do that, and she completed her graduation at the age of 50
Beautiful.
years. So
Beautiful.
yeah, and then she decided to become a life coach, and she joined us, and she's with us since the past 1 year. And as you rightly said, the journey that where she is not being confident with respect to is the technology.
Hmm.
Secondly, to come in front was a little difficult for her, but last time she was with us in a training program for the entire day, and she took the lead of her team, and that was the beginning, I would say, of coming in front. Now she has to make her social media pages. That could be the second step, Usha, and I'm sure you will do it. So slowly and slowly, because she feels like the youngsters know everything, and I'm not so tech savvy. That's the only hurdle that she has. Otherwise, she's brilliant and she's really awesome. Like now, I can see that renewed confidence on her face as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Usha, for being there and participating in this. Now, one more person is very eager, and I think we can take him.
All
so,
the best to you, Usha. You have beautiful traits in your writing and you have it in you for what you have chosen. So, all the best to you.
so it is sealed today. You can be the best life coach.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'll share Mohawks.
It's just my signature. Is that okay?
Just write one or two lines before that, anything,
Okay, then I'll ask.
upper, niche, whatever. It's okay. Just write right now and share it. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll do that. So it's really very interesting, and knowing about people. So my coach who was there for graphology, he was saying you can even understand if that person is, a psychopath or any, psychiatric traits. Yeah, criminal. From the handwriting, you can make out. So there
I was
are.
going to ask this question to you when I was shortlisting the questions that were.
Right.
So, me and my senior, we were discussing what questions can be added or removed. So, there
Mhm.
was this one question whether handwriting can show criminal tendency. And we were like, criminal tendency to क्या ही बताएगा handwriting? निकाल देते हैं. Now it's a shocker for us.
No, even if
So,
it does show, it is very vague. Like what do you speak?
so, this is a little deep question. I'll try to make it as short as possible. One thing is that handwriting shows everything that even we are not aware of that is going on in my mind. It shows up in the writing. When I first started studying my own writing in detail, I was in denial. There was one trait which I refused to accept. I said, no, ye mere mein nahi hai. And so I'm like baki sab everywhere else graphology is right, but this is not right. So we are in denial about a lot of things that are there within us. So that's the first point. So everything shows up in writing. Now there is always a good and bad in all of us, Mohak, in all of us. And I think Mohak is gone. So I'll wait for him to come back. Mohak and Poojan and Biji. So yes, they are back.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So yes, it is very much possible to see not only criminal tendencies, but cheating tendency, lying tendency,
Yes.
all that is easily understood through graphology. Now,
Mm,
as graphologists, what care we have to take is, as I said, there is a good and bad in all of us,
mm,
in each and every one of us. How much do we let the bad or the negative, kind of बोलते हैं ना हावी हो जाना, how much we
correct.
allow
Mm.
that depends a lot on my own belief system, DNA, the environment, my purpose in life. So if I am in insufficient management of myself, then I will not allow the negatives to overpower me. Now, a lot of criminals, you will find that their background is such that it was easy for the bad things to hover on the good. So all this has to be studied holistically, and then So if I know that this person is a criminal, then it is very easy to tell why he is a criminal, because I know that he is become a criminal. But if the person is not a criminal, what are the criminal tendencies? Then that has to be explained with a lot of fairness, with a lot of responsibility. So it you can't just call anybody anything just because there is that thing in the writing, because there is something or the other in everyone's writing. So a lot of context has to be built up before something is, uh, you know, uh, a conclusion is given or an opinion is given. So that's how it goes. There are some. Okay. Okay, Usha, thank you. I just saw your messages.
No, I'm not worrying. I said what can't be done can't be done. So I'm not worried, but I'm just accepting it in the flow. Maybe the divine prudence wants these small breaks by the time he or she is photograph of the writing. But I believe in writing, you also need to know the pressure, no? So when you get a
Yes.
life sample, I think pressure also can be
Right,
seen.
right. And
This
so
is true.
everything works in, in tandem. So, for
Yeah.
example, pressure is a good thing also, can be a bad thing also. For example, if
Mm.
the pressure is strong, means there is intensity inside me.
Mm.
So, for example, somebody like a Mother Teresa, when she goes
Mm.
out and her pressure is strong, it's going to be
Mm.
wonders, because that's her
Mm.
intention in life. That's her purpose in life. She will do everything with intensity. Right.
True.
On the other hand, if there is somebody like a Charles Shobhraj who has a pressure in his writing, so he's
Mm.
going to go ahead and cheat people in a very, in a very strong way, intense way. So
Correct.
pressure in itself is not good or bad. So as I said,
Mm.
it is a combination of a lot of traits in the writing that
Mm.
has to be put together.
True.
Yeah. So
I'll
everything
just
in writing is significant. So the moment I put pen on paper, the moment I put pen on paper, the brain is starting showing up. Right from where you begin writing to how much space you are leaving to what is the pressure with
Ah.
which you are writing, what is the size of the writing, how you are forming the
Mm.
letter. Are you having same letters across your page, or your letters are changing across pages? So many elements that go into understanding the person, the personality traits, the SWOT, so to say, the SW.
Yes.
Yes.
so
So
I've
I
just
think
written one line, I think, because of no
Okay.
time. So I just did it, but you can see.
Yes, I can. Okay, and what would you like me to tell you about?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm just curious of what is does it show. I like to read people. So, but if this, so that's something that I enjoy, like behavior patterns or something like that, which can show how a person is. So this
Okay.
is slightly in a different manner, but it has kind of the same goal of understanding a person. So I just want to. I'm just curious.
Could you blow the if you keep an impossible part a little, like just blow that a little? But that's it. Okay. Because I know that you are also assisting your mother in her business and you are an MBA student. So I will take the liberty of telling you certain things, even if you don't have specific question for me. One thing
Fine.
is that you will be a good businessman. That's what I can see in the writing. Yeah.
Okay.
uh, Another thing that I see is something probably that is something that I was even talking to Biji the other day. The tendency to jump into execution is something that I see in your writing as well. So you would execute well. Uh, Probably you can do it with more confidence because you have the necessary elements. Um, you are creative. I can see that. There is a creativity in you. And when I say creative, doesn't mean art, drawing, and all of that, not necessarily. It means
Hmm.
coming up with different ways of doing things in a better way. That's the creative aspect. And
Yeah.
you do have creative element. This writing sample is a little small, so I'm not able to see whether you actually apply it in life or not, but the element is there.
Yeah, he is applying it. In
He is
fact,
applying.
yeah, he
Great,
also
great.
But
is writing.
I think I can apply it much more than I.
Yes. So what is, stopping you from applying that is the I should moodiness is not the right word, but uh, change in plan or change in ideas or some things that keep changing in your space.
Huh.
So that change currently is not working in your favor because it is making you either distracted or off track.
Yeah.
So that's why वो creativity के लिए जब इतने सारे वेरिएबल्स जब इतनी सारी चीजें वेरिएबल है तो
Hmm.
कुछ तो चीज उसको कांस्टेंट भी चाहिए. So
Okay.
your thought process has to be, matlab not thought process, but your attention has to be constant, and
My
then you can work
conviction.
around with the other variables.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no. Actually, this was 2 days ago. I was thinking that I should work on my conviction because I am somewhere, I think, between two paths, which is not correct. Either I should be on one path or be on the other path, but regardless of whether it is right or wrong. The worst thing is to be in the middle and not choosing one way. So I was
And
thinking like how should, and I even wrote to my friend. I have a text I think from 2 days ago. I wrote to my
okay,
friend, "Do you have any idea how to improve your a person's conviction?" And he's like, "I don't get you exactly, but just talk." And then I don't think we had that talk, but yeah, it was on my mind.
the beauty is if somebody came to you with this question, you would answer them very well.
Ha.
For yourself, it's a bit of a tough task.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you.
So,
I will share.
yeah,
No, just a minute.
Then.
So I would like to know, like, since that we use graphology for analysis, okay,
right.
then it can also be a therapy, right? So
Yes.
how do we change? Like, what changes can bring, for example, his sample, for him to be convinced about what path he should choose? Like, is there any letter that you can change or something like that, or any style of writing?
Uh, so for a, a more deeper
Hmm.
suggestion, a lot of studies required, a bigger sample is required, and a lot of other things. But
Okay.
one simple thing that I could possibly tell is, something that you can, so it won't bring conviction straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What it will bring is a sense of um, steadiness.
Hmm.
So it won't directly bring conviction
Hmm.
because uske liye, as I said, we have to
Ha,
go
ha, ha.
deeper. But what you can begin doing is that when you write in a similar flow.
Okay.
Write in a similar flow. So, for
Ah.
example, if you see right now, keep has a certain makeup,
Hmm.
Yeah.
whereas you has a different makeup.
Yeah, it's single letters and all letters are
No,
connected, right?
not just that the
Okay.
connection, but they if you keep them separately, it would feel like they are two different handwritings.
Yeah. See
Okay.
the P in keep and the P in periodic. What is that?
Paradise.
Impossible.
Paradise.
Paradise, right.
Very
Ah.
different. And the P in
So
impossible is also different.
different. So you keep the rhythm same when you write, and what you can do is you don't need to write anything in particular in morning when you sit, or conviction. So a good time for you would be before you go to sleep. You write about your day, and I'm sure Biji can guide you that you know how you end your day. So there are few questions if you answer on a regular basis every day. What is it that I did right? What is it that I could have improved on? What is it that I could have avoided? If you
Hmm.
just write these three answers without ज़्यादा तान नहीं देना है, just simple लिख दो and write in a flow, write in a rhythm, same rhythm. That will help you a lot, not only in terms of steadiness, but if you do this daily, and I would say even if you do it for 21 days, you will find your
Hmm.
conviction change.
Hmm. All right.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Preeti, for this lovely session. But if I don't ask you to analyze Poojan's handwriting, she's gonna kill me.
No, no, it's okay. I don't mind.
And I think it would not be fair because she's been patiently waiting. So if you have the time, can I suggest?
Yeah, if you don't have any upcoming meeting,
Yes, yes,
we can.
Poojan, I will require a chocolate from you, you know.
Done,
And from
done,
Mohawk, I'm
guaranteed.
going to require a nice cup of coffee that is made by you and not by anybody else.
I can't say
100%.
chocolates, huh? I'll clarify.
Go ahead, show me.
Yeah, yeah. Just a
Moha
second.
can give you something much more beautiful than a coffee also. He makes lovely, dishes. So आपकी फरमाइश आप बोलिए. So even I'll get to eat something new.
क्या बात है. Definitely.
Yeah. इधर गया
Sorry,
इसमें।
come back, yeah.
And Poojan, while your writing shows up, maybe you can tell me what would you like me to tell you about? What is
I
one
would
thing
say,
that worries you?
I am sure you asked the same question to Mohak, sir, and he said the same thing. My answer would be ditto, duplicate of him. Seriously, it's the same. I have no idea. Even I like reading people matlab, I am a psychology student, of course. I mean,
So, what is the first line, if you can tell me? It's Poojan Ozak.
K, yeah, K is my father's first initial. So this is I randomly just made up a sign because I had to sign somewhere important. I did not get time to sit and design my sign. My father does not like it. Wouldn't be wrong to say that he hates the sign. He gets very frustrated or irritated by looking at the sign, but I don't change it.
So, if I understand correctly, Poojan and then O Oza is your surname,
His is my surname and K is father's initial.
father's initial. Okay, okay. And okay. So, just tell me something that you would like to know. Anything that worries you. I knew
Um,
about Mohak that he
Hmm.
was an MBA student. So, and he's helping his mom. So, from that perspective, I could talk about the business element. But if you tell me a little,
Hmm.
okay. Um, I can tell you about my history. Like I was
no,
a
not history, not history, no. Something that is there in your space that I wish I could do this, or I want to improve in this aspect of life, or I want growth in this aspect of life.
there. I am a extremely growth oriented person. I love learning, knowing new things, exploring new things, and I
Okay,
want to
okay. So,
improve
so,
in
so hold
everything.
on. Now, I don't want you to tell about yourself. Okay, so growth. Growth is something it seems that you're passionate about.
Growth
Then
learning,
one
yeah.
pointer that I can give you is that you are a person, again, it's a limited sample, but I think you would prefer doing the mind work more than kind of getting the hands dirty than doing the groundwork. So I guess for you, doing the mind work will give you more joy, and that would be kind of
Yeah.
more preferred for you. Okay, that's one thing I can see. Other thing, um, other thing is it that um no, it's personal, so no, I can't ask that here. Okay, other thing I can see is that you have
Can I share some?
good attention to details. You are, like पूजन के आंख से कुछ चीजें ऐसे छुपेगी नहीं. You will be able
I
to
will
catch
notice. Yeah,
things
I
well.
notice everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's a very
I don't say,
strong
but
point
I
you have.
do.
When it comes to growth, being attentive to details is a very big thing. And especially in today's day and age, when distraction is like hawa, everybody breathes in distraction. You will stand out for being able to be attentive, for being able to have those details, covered. You will stand out for that. So that is one of your, one of your power. It's one of
Okay.
your superpower when it comes to your growth. One thing that I would like to tell you and all the students who are listening to this even later on, one thing you always need to remember is that what I feel बहुत common है, it easily हो जाता है, is your superpower.
Oh,
The mistake we do is because मुझसे easily हो जाता है, मैं उसको चने के भाव पे बेच देती हूँ.
can you elaborate on that a little? I think I'm getting it, but I think I'm not getting it.
I'll give you an example. Uh, so when I got very extensively, very serious into coaching,
Hmm.
I would, this ability to listen,
Yeah.
मुझे मुझे वो बिल्कुल ऐसा, I thought it is the most natural thing to do, na? When somebody is talking to you, you listen.
Yeah.
Isn't that the most natural thing to do? So I
Yeah.
never thought that being able to listen was one of my superpower. I totally discounted that. But as I met more people and I started taking, feedbacks and all, one common thing that I find across is that Preeti, we feel heard with you. And in
Yeah.
today's
This
day and
com
age, when everybody is distracted, when everybody is like, "Mera kaam ka kya hai?" To find a space where they are heard, and being heard is one of the most basic human requirement. Being appreciated,
Hmm.
people want to be appreciated. That's the basic human need. So being heard is one of the human needs. So they feel heard. Because they feel heard, they open up. They feel it's a safe space. And when
Hmm.
they open up, they share about themselves. So giving solution to them becomes easier for me.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis somebody who is not listening and who is like, ठीक है मैं प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लेके बैठा हूं, तेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है ये दवाई ले ले, kind of thing. So I never realized that listening was my superpower, because I thought तो करना ही है ना, it is a given. Like for you,
Uh,
being attentive to detail is a given now. Of course I have to pay attention, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, but that is one of your superpower, because it's not easy for others. And
Yes.
because it is not easy for others, going forward, it's a skill that you can build an empire upon.
Okay, so maybe that is why I understand and enjoy art so much. Like I remember going to an art museum once with my friend, and I was able to understand art very well. It
Mm,
makes sense to her, but I was able to make out everything that was there in the frame, and she was like, "Wow, you're good at this." So I think that is why I enjoy that. And
enjoy that.
oh, yeah. So, as far as I'm able to understand what you're saying, are you saying that I have a lot of superpowers? It's just that I have to realize?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you one more superpower?
Sure. Of course.
You can multitask with much ease
Okay.
in things that are, like currently क्या चाहिए, उसमें you can multitask with much more ease than, you know, than
Normal.
others, so to say.
Okay.
So you can start observing yourself when you do two, three things together parallelly,
हाँ.
you know. So I know that multitasking in certain ways is a negative word, and it is,
Yeah.
but keeping those things, the good part of it, you can multitask
Okay.
with much more ease than others.
Okay. So I've started to realize that I naturally do a lot of things together, and sometimes that overstimulates me.
Yes.
And it takes a toll on me, and then I get tired and I wonder कि मैंने इतनी देर ही तो काम किया था, इतना जल्दी थक गई, अब अभी भूख
Okay.
भी लग रही है, अभी तो खाया था, something like that.
Yes.
Maybe I am already multitasking. It's just that I'm not noticing it.
And that's why we have to take care of our mental health. So
Yeah.
typically when we say mental health, people imagine different things, but whether you call it mindset or mental health, because we are doing things every day, और उसका वेयर एंड टेयर होता ही है, फिजिकल स्पेस में भी और मेंटल स्पेस में भी. फिजिकल हम ध्यान रखते हैं, वी गेट अप एवरी डे मॉर्निंग, वी ब्रश आवर टीथ, वी हैव आवर बाथ every single day. We don't do the same with our mind. We don't give a bath to our mind. We
Okay.
don't brush our mind. So that is required. That's the normal maintenance that our brain, our mind requires. So जैसे physical health का ध्यान रखते हैं, वैसे उसका भी ध्यान रखो. So do certain things that come, you can do things that take care of, so that the fatigue doesn't set in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope I was able to give you fair
Yeah.
enough idea about.
Happy to know
Yes.
that I have more superpowers, like more than one superpower. I am glad. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, dear.
Came in as an intern as a superwoman now.
Yeah, I've already told her that now you make me a little free. Yeah.
Mm.
Preeti, thank you so much. I do not know how to thank you. Gratitude, they'll say. You've added so much value to the viewers today, and I'm sure Deepak and Sejal also are really happy with their analysis. Wish we could all, have our analysis done. But however, it was a splendid, conversation with you. I don't know. In fact, I was going to cancel this session because I was a bit irritated in the beginning because of the technical things, but I'm glad we did it. And you were rocking. You were really amazing. So, is there anything that you would like to share? So, I think Preeti can be found at Instagram. Can you share your Instagram page? You can just put it in the
Okay.
comment. So anybody who wishes to connect to Preeti Gandhi, and of course, everybody has seen the magic that she creates just in a few minutes and helps you build your confidence. I think what you did today was confidence for everyone and the realities about themselves. So how they can improve themselves. And with this one tool, main tool, I think that's your main tool, right? Graphology is your main tool.
Yes, it is. It is.
With this, yes. She transforms the lives of millions of people. So, more power to her, more superpower to her as well to do this noble deed. And she's a very, very passionate person. If you want to connect to her, you can connect at Instagram. Your Instagram handle is
Oh,
Preeti?
yeah, I'm trying to remember my
Instagram.
Instagram ID. I think it is soul writing underscore Preeti
Yes,
Gandhi.
You can send it to us, so we'll.
I will send it to you. Yeah.
yes.
We will put it in our description as well as in the comment box so anyone watching can connect. And to
Sure.
all our viewers who are in the present in the Zoom meeting, you can just say how they can connect you. We can go on Trustpilot. I think that is one of the websites where you can find her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
then
also, you can share your number. So, right now, as well as we will put it in the chat. Can I have your number, please, Preeti?
Sure. It's 99204
Yeah.
75312.
Okay.
sure.
That's superb. Thank you so much for this wonderful learning, and we thoroughly loved it. God bless you. और अगर देखनी है प्रीति की असली उड़ान, तो आसमां से कह दो और भी ऊंचा हो जाए.
Wow. Thanks
That
for
is where
that
we hope
blessing, Biji.
to
And
stay.
thank you for having me here. I thoroughly enjoyed because this science is powerful. And one thing that I would probably like to tell all the people who are viewing this is that continue using handwriting, maybe not as a medium of communication, but as a
Yeah,
medium of conversation with yourself and with others. So even if a simple thank you, if you write it on a post-it and give it, it has
yeah,
far more value than a simple thank you. So just
correct.
experiment and keep writing, keep staying connected with yourself is what I would
Super, very
convey.
nice. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And may you have many, many, many clients whose lives you can change and, help them to live a better life and become a better version of themselves. Shubhratri, good night, and thank you, Poojan. Thank you, Mohak. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Sejal. Thank you, Usha. And thank you to everyone who's watching it on YouTube. Whenever you watch, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is. Good afternoon. Yes, why should I miss good afternoon? So please share it as much as possible so that others too can take value. And of course, you know whom to connect in case you would like to use the tool, the beautiful tool called as Graphology. It's none other than Preeti Gandhi, Soulful Writings by Preeti Gandhi. That is her Instagram handle. And of course, the number I will be putting it down. And anything else that you want to share, Preeti? Any takeaways
I,
for them if you wish to? Because I remember you
my
told me something about a
takeaway
link.
link, yeah, I have messaged the link. There's a ebook which is about certain things that a student can get value out of their handwriting. So there are
Oh,
just some kind of tips and tricks kind of a thing.
okay.
So anybody who wants that ebook, you can share that link, so I will forward that ebook to them.
Sure. Thank you so much. You're truly a giver, and we are blessed.